Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm out on the S22 and I want to take you guys along for a little range test. Now I did a quick range test update on my last video. This was just a super cold day and I didn't have a lot of time to actually do a full loop, but it just gave you an idea. But today I've got a bit more time and I want to try and get out to the spot where I turned around the last time and go a little bit further to see if I can get to 30 miles and see where the wheel is. It's currently sitting at 98% battery life. I didn't charge it fully because it ran out of time this morning, and I just want to get out. It's a nice 7 degrees outside as well. So the last time I went out it was -4 and it was just really cold. So hopefully I won't get any alerts on the battery and all that lovely stuff. But guys, come along and I hope you enjoy this video. So guys, how are you all doing? I've been really trying to get out as much as possible, but the weather has been a little bit on the shocking side. Just want to get my mirror right, seeing behind me. But yesterday, to give you a quick bit of feedback, I thought to myself, yesterday was such a lovely day here in the UK, morning at least. Because again, it was -4, and I thought to myself, yeah, it's Friday. Let's grab the wheel and ride in, because the time hasn't gone back yet. So I thought it's going to be light enough, and the temperature should be good for me to ride to work and back. But man, let me tell you one thingy. It was cold. I almost felt like an Arctic explorer. My face was like almost burned red from the wind chill. And yes, I still don't have the balaclava, but I'm gonna stick it out. So don't buy one. It's my own problem, really. So I thought it was a good idea to use the wheel to go to work yesterday, and man, it was really cold. Didn't have my heated vest on, anything. I just smashed it out. 10 miles in the full face in the wind chill factor 100%. So and on the way back, it was pitch dark. So when I left the office at like 5:30, just after 5:30, it was you can still see there's a little bit of light in the air, but as soon as I got out on the canal path, it was pitch black. Luckily we've got a waning moon. I think it's a waning moon where it becomes smaller. So there was a fair bit of light on the trail itself, and it wasn't too bad. But all I can say is this wheel smashes out the trails. It's sort of weird, but it might be also because of how they fix the trail, but I'll get to that part. So smash it out in the morning, beautiful morning. So got to work, really awesome day. And then I thought to myself, oh, now I'm going to go on the way back. This is going to be chillage. But then it was 7 degrees, the same as what it is this morning. And it was so comfortable compared to that -4. You know, that is just for me, just a little bit on the cold side. But what I want to get to is the lights on this wheel is phenomenal. You know, I've heard some earlier reviews on the lights blinding people and not bright enough, you can't adjust them too much, and all these type of things. But compared to my S18, what's it, M Super, the Sherman, and a few of the other wheels that I've also ridden, the 16X, what is it, the V12, this thing smashes them out the park. You know, I can adjust the one light to throw higher and the other one to throw lower, so it allows me to see like a really bright light in front of me. So when there's potholes and stuff in the road, I get a much clearer view. And then the other beam gives me reach, so especially when people walk next to the canal at night with no lights like they did yesterday, I can actually see them, so I can spot them at a distance. But I played around with it yesterday, so I had it fully forward, so I get a really good clear view of the road in front of me. And then I also had both sort of not on a medium setting, but just off level, so just forward, and it gives me a massive beam within the forest. It was just absolutely awesome. But yeah, hold on, no, let's just keep on going. I almost forgot that I'm on a range test. Oh, what a doobie. So yeah, the light is just really phenomenal. Let me just quickly get past this car and whatever. I just had a quick stop. One of the guys that I usually ride past in the mornings, I haven't seen him now for quite a long time, because it's been like really cold and crappy, and it's probably me that's not able to get out and ride. So he was saying that yeah, the dog needs walking daily, so he doesn't have a break to not go out when the weather is very cold. The dog needs a bit of a run. But how cool is it? He said, yeah, he's retiring in 2 months, and sit back, relax, and just enjoy. So yeah, awesome, man, awesome. So yeah, out on the S22, and yeah, my feedback about the light is just riding in the dark, pitch darkness, you know, very little light, you know, moonlight, but yeah, very little light next to the canal. It's mostly covered, and it's absolutely brilliant. Very impressed. Oh yeah, just want to quickly note down that the last time I went out, the same ride next to the canal on this side, I actually got warnings that the battery was low on temperature. That was quite interesting, because I've never really seen that. But I think now with the BMS being smart and all that lovely stuff, it is actually giving us all this information. Yeah, so with this under temperature on the batteries, I think this is exactly the BMS telling us what's happening, and it's alerting us, and that's, for me, brilliant. More safety built into the stuff is just a positive. But yeah, let's get past these people and let's carry on. So what I do find with this wheel, compared to like the Sherman I had and also the S18, is the wheel is way higher, meaning that you have to watch out for your head. Like yesterday, like stuck in some tree branches and stuff. It's just like covering over, and it just hits you on the helmet. Luckily I've got a helmet to protect the head. Just had to quickly stop because there's some mud and a small stone stuck into the mud guard. But man, the guy has really cleaned up the canal path, and it's so nice. Really awesome. Super. Listen, I'm super happy to be back out on the wheel. be able to ride again. I was getting a little bit annoyed with it being so cold, not be able to get out and have fun. But yeah, being back is good. Okay, so let's get going, and I'll stop at 10 miles. I didn't stop at 10 miles. I just had so much fun, so I kept on going. So I'm sitting at 71% battery. I've done so far 20, say 18, say 19 kilometers. It's still saying to me 163 kilometers left. And my max speed was 50 kilometers an hour. Riding time 49, say 50 minutes. It's just turned to 50 minutes, but I did stop quite a few times to speak to people. Main board 13 degrees, CPU rate 51%, battery life 71, as I said. Voltage 117.86 volt left in the tank. But yeah, absolutely brilliant. Super fun on this wheel. I must say this is sort of the range what I would have liked in my S18, so that I can come out here and then go back and not be restricted. Because the S18 for me was when I went back to when I did my 20-mile round trip, so 25 miles, then it started tilting me back. Especially I've got an uphill to my house, so this thing is sitting at 71%, and I've done the furthest out ride. I'm going to do another loop, and then I'm going to get home, and we're going to see how much is left in the tank. But yeah, can pretty much say about 20 kilometers, 71% battery life, 72% battery life. Absolutely awesome. Let's carry on. You can also see now that the weather is a little bit warmer. There's so many more people out, and also with all the mud being frozen, it's now just relaxed, and it's nice and juicy. Yeah, so all the mud has become like nice and relaxed, becoming nice and sloppy. So I'll have to watch out, because there's some sections next to the canal there where it became like, again, that clay, and without the knobby tire, you know, if you do one like sort of sharp move to the one side, the wheel's going to slip out, and then at like 15 or 20 kilometers an hour, the wheel is just going to slide into the canal, and boom, and then I'll have to go and dive. So let's carry on. Ooh, there's a lot of people running here. Let me show you. So I don't know if you can see in the distance, but there's loads of runners out here. Looks like a big park run. It's amazing. I really want to do this running with my daughter. I think she would really enjoy it. It's just to get her to actually do it. But yeah, look at that. Absolutely awesome. Everyone having fun on a Saturday morning. And I must say, I've also grown accustomed to some seated riding. I know I was always saying that you know, I don't do seated riding, I really enjoy sitting up. But when you do really long journeys, it is quite nice to be able to just sit down, still cover a bit of miles, and just give the legs a little bit of a break. But I think also with a wheel that's much taller, it makes it much easier for me to sit down. You know, I'm not super young, so it puts enough bend in my knees that I am fairly comfortable. And with this lovely suspension, I can just sit back and relax. Yeah, just put my hand on my knee and just push forward, and then I keep on going. But yeah, absolutely awesome. I say the people around here is like, and what is that guy riding? He must be from the future. But yeah, I feel like from the future on this S22. It's just a super quiet, stable wheel. That's what I can say. It's really enjoy it. Push down on the knee, boom, accelerator on. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, I'm gonna stop waffle and then make my way around. I don't want to get caught up in all these runners, and then make my way home. And then it should be about a 30-mile round trip. We'll see. Okay, see you guys in a bit. So I'm on my way back, and I've just been really enjoying the ride, looking around, checking out the new areas, because now it's the best time to really see. Whoa. Now it's the best time to really see where all the paths go, and find some new routes and stuff. Loads of people out this morning, fishermen. I saw like about 8 fishermen all stopping by the river or the canal to go for a fish. But I've just been really enjoying this thing. This wheel really, for me, covers distance so easily. It's the squishy tire, and the ride. It's typical Kingsong ride. Super nice, super smooth, very nice. I'll do a little bit of a comparison video. Whoa, comparison video on another ride. There's a few things I would like to cover, but man, that's oh, I still want to say I've got a speed limit set to 40 kilometers an hour, first alarm, and then 50 on the second, and woo, this thing just feels like super stable at this speed. Just really enjoy it. And even with this tire that a lot of people complain about, it's been it feels really good. So I've got a small little section to get home, and then I'll give you some of the stats of a mini range test. But it just gives you an idea. You know, I'm a 75 kilogram rider, and what you can expect. But yeah, loving this wheel, absolutely loving it. Okay, let's do the last part. It's amazing how I see the cars before the car sees me. It's almost like people just assume there's no other traffic on the road. Woo! I'm doing 40 kilometers an hour now, and I'm getting a double beep. So I think this is my first slowdown. I'll stop around the corner and let you know what the kilometers are. You know, we're all doing kilometers. All the guys that do reviews now is doing it in kilometers. I need to readjust my mind. Doesn't comply. It hasn't tilted me back yet. It just basically told me that well, maybe it's just the first beep. Yeah, I think it's just the first beep. So false alarm. Now there's a double beep. So the double beep at 45 kilometers an hour. The single beep is for my first alarm, and the double beep is for slow down. I'm just going to stop here in the front. 50 layers of clothes on. Oh. So let's have a quick look. So I'm sitting at 40% battery. So that's where I'm getting that double beep at like 45 kilometers an hour. And I'm sitting at 39.8 kilometers. So about 40 kilometers. I'm I'm gonna I'll put the last bit of end of range up here, so you guys up here somewhere, so you guys can see. But yeah, super happy with that range. Getting there and back. You see what I always say, you know, riding the wheel all the way till it's flat is one thing, and if you really need, or if you're in a pinch and you want to get a home or whatever. But as soon as you want to try and overtake something or get around something, or just have to pick up speed quickly, and you get like pushed back really bad, it can cause an accident. So it's like having a motorbike that can't overtake a car on the motorway. You know, you always sit in that limbo. You can't get out of trouble. And this is what I feel the same with these things. If it starts tilting me back that much to sort of walking speed, then the fun goes away. But yeah, guys, I'm sitting at 109 volt, if that makes sense to anyone, really. I'm not super into the specs. I just want to get a rough idea of how far I can go round trip, so I can just make sure I get home and I've got some a bit of sauce in the tank. But yeah, 41% battery left on a almost like a 30-mile ride. It's absolutely awesome. But yeah, hope you enjoyed this little video, and if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. If you want to say hi, drop some comments below to let me know how you're finding your S22 and what upgrades you did to your wheel and so forth. I've got still a few things that I want to check out and see when they come back in stock, so look out for some videos about that. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Cheers, guys. Ciao.